Chattle! Hell! Hut, hut, hut! Hike! Touchdown! Yaddle Chattle!
I got nothing.
Well, you gotta give him some. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Yay! Woo! Yaddle Chattle, it's a Star Wars podcast, hosted by yours truly, Darth David, bringing the electricity, the thunder, and the lightning. With me, as always, to my left, your right. He represents the good side of humanity, so they say. Put him together for Jedi Jared!
Thank you, David. Thank you for the nice golf clap.
And today on Yaddle Chattle, we got all kinds of things going on. We actually do. We have a lot of great news. We got to say thank you to two of the great Yaddle heads, Tom Cody.
For being our Mr. Producer.
He actually was the producer this week. He sent not one, not two, but 3 emails, all of which have good topic in them. And then a special big birthday shout out. Come on, Jared. Bring it. Bring the noise.
Oh, happy birthday to our official point keeper.
Our point keeper, yep.
Mr. Joe.
Scorekeeper.
Scorekeeper.
Slide to your right. There you go.
Tally of the points.
To the right.
Mr.
There you go.
Mr.
Wow, now we're good.
Mr. Joe Dallas, happy birthday.
Mr. Joe Dallas! Come on! Mr. Joe Dallas, it's your special birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. You know what this means? A rare Sith. Happy birthday performance for you. Ready, Joe? Hold on. Can't step on this, Joe. But yeah, man, Yaddle Chattle, I think it's our 81st episode.
Yeah,
Can you believe this?
No, every week I can't believe it.
He says that so depressingly. Every week I can't believe I've been put through 80 weeks of torture. It's like 81 weeks of fucking Guantanamo Bay at that guy's house. Just talking about Star Wars. One of these days, I'm gonna lose it. Joe, this is for you. This is for the great Joe Dallas. I will do this as Emperor Palpatine. I've never done it as Palpatine before, but this is actually an ancient Irish birthday song that my great-great-grandmother sang her great-grandmother, or whatever, her kid, then my grandmother sang my mom to us, and now I keep the tradition. Okay, Joe? And no, it's not the goddamn happy birthday to you. No, it ain't. This ain't no joke. This goes back to the Darth David household for literally over 100 years.
Wow.
People have been singing this song. This is our tradition, and now, Joe Dallas, you, my friend, are getting treated to it because it's your birthday. Ready? Excuse me, gotta make sure the voice is a little... me. Okay. Happy birthday just for you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, there remains a glow. It's the sunshine of your smile, wherever you go. Applause, you motherfucker. That's the end of the song. Louder, you dumb motherfucking asshole. It's Joe Dallas's birthday. Applause. How about some woo-woos? Woo! Yeah, you motherfucker. Woo-woo-woo. Go like that. Woo-woo-woo. Applause, motherfucker. Say happy birthday, Joe Dallas. Say it.
Happy birthday,
All
Joe
right,
Dallas.
Happy birthday, Joe Dallas. So there you go. There you go, Joe. That's for you. We love Joe Dallas. We love Tom Cody. We love all Yaddle heads, in fact. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching another Yaddle Chattle episode. We do have a lot to talk about.
We do.
I want to get right into it. I don't even want to fuck around with our little Darth David, Jedi Jared colon cleanse that we usually have to start off the show with because we're so irritated at each other that we just say, hold on, the Star Wars content will wait. We have to tell the audience why we fucking hate each other this week. But that has not happened this episode.
No.
A lot of show prep, a lot of things in order, and Jared was on time for a change.
Yes.
Okay, that's important, ladies and gentlemen. And what you don't know and what you will be creeped out to learn right now on Yaddle Chattle is that a lot of times, see, I like to get bathed before Yaddle Chattle, before any of my shows a boxer or something. Actually, they probably take their showers after the match. Nevertheless, poor analogy. Point is, Jared usually comes into my house when I'm in the bathtub and interrupts me like he's Jack Nicholson and I'm the fucking old dame in the goddamn, fucking shower in The Shining, room 227. That's how almost every Yaddle Chattle pre-show begins. I'm here, Dad. He always tells me I'll be there at 4:45, 4:50. And without fail, that actually means a half hour early. See, most people might show up 5-10 minutes late. But Jared's a weird motherfucker. Just like today. He told me I'll be there between 4:45 and 5 o'clock. But you know what I did? Oh, I have the text. Don't quibble. It's going to ruin the fucking story.
Okay.
I have the text.
Okay.
And you sent that to me. Make me a fucking liar. He said 4:45 and 5 o'clock. He shows up at my house today, 4:06. Now, geez, folks.
I made great timing.
I know, but when you tell someone, let's meet here, and then you show up early at their home, they could be, and usually are, showering, pooping, or jerking it. One of those three.
Well, usually...
I'm a Sith, all right? I got a very busy private life. I don't want to be disturbed.
Got it.
By the likes of you. You need to just give a time and sort of try to stick to it. That's what times are. That's what ETAs are. Now, I wanted to go right into Star Wars. I didn't want to go into this.
Okay.
So let's talk about this. Adam Driver, this is from Variety, so we know we can trust this one. Variety magazine says, Adam Driver says Kylo Ren's arc was overhauled at the last second. He was supposed to be the most committed to dark side of anyone. Said that, he was supposed to go down evil. And they did the whole Ben Solo fucking thing. And now let's talk about it. Was that done out of panic of how Episode 8 was reviewed, how Episode 8 was received? I mean, it was polarizing. Certain people loved it. Certain people hate it. I'm one of those people who kind of loves it and kind of hates it. I love a lot of Episode 8. And then I hate that they killed Luke Skywalker. We're not talking about that now. Kylo Ren. Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. Good move, bad move with that whole fucking switching. Do you mind if I get a water, pal?
Go ahead.
Please. But I do want your analysis while I get my water. No. It will take upwards of 7 seconds because the refrigerator is right there, folks. We's doing this from my apartment. What if we do the show like this?
like the man with 2 heads.
Oh my God, that movie was the best.
Did
you ever see? No, hold on. Did you see The Man with 2 Heads?
Yeah, it's with Rosie Greer.
Oh my God, dude.
A very long time ago.
That fucking movie used to be on WPIX, Channel 11 on Saturdays. All the time.
Yeah.
And if there was no baseball or football on, I was watching that movie. But as a kid, I was freaked the fuck out. I don't know what it was about a human with 2 heads. It freaked me out. It gave me nightmares, and yet I also loved the movie. I was so petrified by it, but I could not stop watching it whenever it come on TV.
I get that.
I fucking love that movie. All right, go ahead.
I was always under the impression that his arc was supposed to be that he was going to transition back to the good side.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because it's like, that's the whole point. It's about, the movies are supposed to be about redemption.
Yeah, I can't imagine the sequel trilogy ending with the son of Leia and Han staying a Sith and dying a Sith. Now, having said that, it would have been on par for that, subvert all the expectations, quote unquote, sequel trilogy. That would have been on brand for them. But at the same time, as Star Wars fans, that would have just been another very depressing way to end this entire saga.
Because it's supposed to be about this family.
Yeah, and the saga ended pretty depressing for original trilogy fans. There's just no way to think. If you're a sequel trilogy lover, that's fine. You're okay. You're allowed to like what you like. And you're allowed to love Star Wars. And I'll never shit on you for loving Star Wars, ever. Any Star Wars. But for original trilogy people, Again, Han died by himself and alone. Luke died by himself alone, and nothing of really of serious consequence. Let's not pretend that his quote unquote sacrifice in the episode 8 meant anything. And then Leia dies alone, and they put a tarp over her like she's a weed whacker in January in the garage. They literally put a fucking tarp over the woman. I'll never get that. I've brought it up on Yaddle Chattle before because it's literally a haunting visual. It haunts me more than The Man with Two Heads, starring Rosie Greer.
Wow.
Like, the visual of a tarp, like she was a fucking leaf blower. Just put the tarp over Leia. She's dead. Push her into the corner and she's literally in the corner with a tarp over her. And no one, sitting around crying or anything. Just, okay, get her out of the way. Very depressing. So if you would have had Kylo Ren stay dark, I don't know. Now, was I totally on board with them making out and stuff? They overthought this whole thing. They should have been brother and sister. Rey should have fucking been a goddamn fucking Skywalker.
No, I always liked
or something.
No, I always liked that she could have been a Kenobi.
I was all about that. She was Ben Kenobi's goddamn granddaughter. My idea was a lot better. And I know after I said it on Yaddle, it kind of went, other people had it, but I had been saying it forever.
You've been saying it for years.
For years. I mean, I've been saying it on the Eastside Dave show, on the Davey Max Sports program, like pre-Yaddle Chattle, but publicly available. SiriusXM. I said it everywhere. She should be Obi-Wan's thing. And we find out Obi-Wan and the lady from, I don't know. The fucking,
What, Mandalore?
Mandalore.
Satine, right?
Satine, yeah. Satine had maybe a kid, and that kid is Rey's mom.
Or they could have even explored, with this Obi-Wan series. They could have if they had gone that route, they could have explored this during that time where he's not a Jedi anymore, really. So he doesn't have to follow the code. So what's really stopping him from fucking around or getting a wife or something like that?
Agreed. So are you, so do you think that they, like the decision, okay. Do you like the way it was handled? So in other words, you're pro Ben Solo.
Yeah.
But do you like how they handled it in episode 9?
No, I thought he should have turned good in episode 8.
Okay, interesting. So maybe that's why some of this is shocking from people, because Adam Driver said, yeah, they overhauled his arc. Now, I don't know when that overhaul started. He didn't say in the quote. Did it start in episode 8? Did it start in episode 9? I don't know. Well, probably started episode 9.
Well, no, Colin Trevorrow's entire script got thrown out.
Well, okay, so there it is. So it was overhauled for episode 9, and they needed a happy ending because they realized, oh shit, we have made a fucking angry, depressed, mopey, take my ball and go home sequel trilogy. So that's what we're on the verge of.
When I initially saw episode 8 and they did the whole Rey's a nobody and we don't know who his parents are, I kind of liked the idea because Lucas had originally, in the prequel trilogy, he tried to quantify it, with the Mandalorians.
Right.
But this was bringing it back to it's random who gets chosen to be Force sensitive and be super powerful with the Force, and some have it more than others. So
yeah, but there is the family ancestry angle, and we've had that from movie 1 when we learned that Anakin Skywalker was a great Jedi.
Yeah. So the whole thing then becomes, I would have much rather had her related to someone other than Palpatine's granddaughter, because it's all this other stuff now that they have to tie in, we never saw Palpatine have a family type of thing. Palpatine never talks about having a family.
Yeah, that's there's some explaining to do with that, because I just can't see that guy having a wife and a kid.
The whole thing.
I'm sorry, I can't. Unless he did some sort of weird science,
it was probably a clone.
We're not actually gonna fuck. I'll just throw some lightning DNA into you, and then you'll be impregnatized.
It could be similar to what Jango Fett did. He took a little version of himself and raised it as his son.
Fair enough.
So, I am sure someone out there will probably knows the real backstory or whatever they done in the extended universe for, how Rey is Palpatine's. I'm sure it's in the novelization or something.
Oh,
to explain it.
It's
But
somewhere.
It was
I still can't get over the name of that his name is Sheev.
Sheev.
That's the weirdest thing about Palpatine to me. Sheev.
Well, that's
his first name?
What's Anakin's mom's name? Shmi.
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 Shmi and Sheev.
Shmi. Wait a second. Don't you dare.
That's always been a rumor.
Are you suggesting that?
That's been a rumor that Palpatine impregnated Sheev.
A rumor from who? You just started it right here on Yaddle,
No.
you goddamn TMZ motherfucker.
It's an internet
We're gonna get
rumor.
sued. Goddamn, I better call fucking Harvey Levin right now. Tell him to give me his best goddamn lawyers because you're saying you're suggesting
it's an internet rumor.
Palpatine fucked Shmi.
No, he did the artificial insemination thing.
Oh, I don't even know what that is, but it's gross. So he made cum fly into her with his hands?
Yes, exactly.
I take the semen out of my penis area and fly it in. Remember when Anakin floated the piece of fruit to Padme in episode 2, Attack of the Clones? They were having a romantic dinner. Remember that scene? This scene was very similar, except for a little floating piece of a pear. I'd float my jizz straight into Shmi's uterus. And if that was plural, it would be uteri. I'm Palpatine. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, I got little hands like this. Looks like I got little hands. So, Jared.
Again, it goes back to how much of the sequel trilogy is incredibly disjointed, and that there wasn't really one story that they were trying to tell. It was, it was three directors. You can't really blame J.J. Abrams because he did work with Lawrence Kasdan. And episode 7's fine on its own.
Episode 7's good. It's still fun. It's entertaining. It's fun.
It's the keystone of the trilogy that really threw a monkey wrench into everything. What do you want? Well, we all right. No more episode 8 talk.
Tom Cody has an email, and he says, because I think this goes right into our next topic, Kathleen Kennedy said that they will no longer recast young actors as iconic Star Wars characters, that they just want to move on to straight out new characters going forward. But the weird thing is she says this as Donald Glover's writing a fucking Lando series, correct?
Yeah.
Or 2-hour movie where we've heard different things where it's either going to be a Lando miniseries or maybe even a Lando movie specifically for Disney Plus. Regardless, she says this. I mean, is that Donald Glover project still going on or no?
I mean, we won't know until someone says Donald Glover, the Lando project's dead.
But it's, I'm saying, for as far as Yaddle Chattle, as us, as Star Wars journalists, the way I see us, we have not heard that Lando has been canceled, right?
We haven't.
Okay. Because that's a fucking weird quote. Also, we know that Luke Skywalker came back for The Mandalorian. So are you saying now that is just the way it's going to be CG? So the other characters are all going to be CG, young Han and shit. But then Donald Glover's going to be running around by himself, as his Lando. And what, is he going to be play acting with a CG Solo? Or are we not going to have Alden Ehrenreich back as Han? What are we doing? And why is this being a decision that's being made? They really don't fucking get it. They really don't get it. They make the same mistakes all the time. Kathleen, you have characters and stories that fucking people have loved for 50 years. There is a ton of time between episodes 6 and 7. We could and should be having the adventures of Han and Chewie. Smuggler's Adventure Quest. We should and could have adventures of Luke Skywalker facing some sort of weird dark entity and Luke wanting to cut the fucking bad guy off before he becomes another Palpatine or another Vader. We could have adventures, and then these adventures could truthfully tie the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy together. And you're doing a goddamn Lando series. Don't you understand that you have fertile ground? Furthermore, you have every fucking director like Taika Waititi saying, I'd love to tell, I love those innocent Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Leia. All of the directors love those characters. Why are we doing this to these characters? Fucking Disney, reclaim the characters. Lucasfilm, reclaim them. Make new movies with new actors. I'm sorry. We're allowed to do this. People will grow up as long as the movies are executed well. The fucking easiest example, there's been a million James Bonds. There's fucking 3 Spider-Mans since 2002. No one complains about any of them. No one's upset about the Spider-Man. Fucking do this. We could have the adventures of Luke Skywalker. What is wrong with you?
Is it that they are not recasting, not using, or are they using? Are they gonna have like someone as a Leia in Rogue One?
The quote was no longer recasting young actors for iconic characters. So I'm assuming that doesn't mean they're totally getting rid of them, but that it's CG. My thing is they should start the process of the recasting now because they did it with Solo. And while seeing Luke in The Mandalorian was amazing, you must figure out a creative way to recast Luke and Leia so that we can have a tie-in. Adventures and a tie-in. You're missing such a good fertile ground. Plus, you're in it. Mandalorian and Ahsoka live in that space between episodes 6 and 7. So it's only going to make sense that maybe fucking Ahsoka runs into Luke or runs into Han. We don't need to see the CG anymore. Figure a clever way.
I mean,
do you remember? Hold on, I got something. I'm on a roll.
Okay.
Remember? Did you see The Hunt for October?
A very long time ago.
Okay. The way they made the fucking Russian guys speak English to the movie audience was fucking awesome. Dope. Dare I say. Dope. Sick, as the kids say. I'm going to even invent my own slang word to outdo the kids. It was fluzz. That's a new goddamn Yaddle Chattle word for it was extra awesome. Fluzz. F-L-U-Z-Z. This shit was fluzz. Yeah, try fucking stealing that, kids. I just invented it. I'm in front of you now, kids.
Okay, boomer.
Anyway, the reason why it was so fluzz is because Sean Connery, Sam Neill, they're Russian nuclear submarine captains and shit. They spoke Russian at the beginning of the movie. Right? Full on Russian. But obviously we don't want to see Sean Connery and Sam Neill speaking Russian the entire movie. So at the very beginning of the movie, where Sean Connery is speaking Russian, the camera pans into just his mouth. And mid-sentence of him speaking Russian, he starts speaking English. And then the camera pans out from his mouth. And from the rest of the movie, the Russian crew can speak English. So in other words, they're speaking Russian still, but that is to show, that's for us, American audience. Okay, now we can understand that without subtitles. I thought that was fucking cool as fuck.
That is cool.
Let's steal it. Let's have a close-up of the CG Mark Hamill, maybe even like as close up to his eye. We're literally gonna steal a shot, and then we're gonna like fucking something's going on, and then we pan out. And when we pan out, we'll reveal the Luke Skywalker recast, the actual person. So as no one's confused. Let's steal it. Let's steal what they did for Hunt for Red October. Rather than the mouth, maybe it's the eyes. So we can do a little eye thing. Okay, and J.J. Abrams loves the eyes. Everyone loves the eye shot. So it's like the lost eye shot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's fucking do that. And like, or if you don't want to just do the Hunt for Red October, then come up with your own transition, your own segment, but figure out a way to, on screen, show the CGI Luke Skywalker, and then show that, okay, now this is the guy, this is the new character, the new actor, who is going to be Luke Skywalker going forward. Oh. Because there's too much ground between 6 and 7 not to be telling Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia fucking stories.
Here is the big thing, is that this is something we were talking about with Ahsoka, is Thrawn's back.
Yeah.
How is he not going to interact with Luke Skywalker or Leia? Like Leia's like
that's too big of a threat. That Leia and Luke and Han should not be on the sidelines. So you really need to figure out how to deal with Thrawn. I like the Navy Mac fucking Hunt for Red October idea. It's a lift, but we all lift from the best. George lifted shots from fucking up, the Hidden Fortress, and if you watch
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you watch the goddamn ILM thing, or what was it? No, the Story of Science Fiction shows all the fucking The Watchers, the John Wayne Western. Like he took a lot of that for the Tatooine scene where Luke finds Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, like fried bacon. He did that, came from the John Wayne movie. But regardless, my point is, you get something from somewhere. I'm thinking the Hunt for Red October transition is a way that we can get these young actors and make it known to audiences these are the new iconic Luke Skywalkers and Leias.
I don't.
You don't even need to do it with Han. I'd keep Alden Ehrenreich.
I feel like maybe by the time they have to bring the characters back, or actually, I think they're just going to stick with CGI.
See, but do we want 2 fucking hours of that? Or are they going to be like, well, they're going to pussy out and say, well, because it's CG, we'll only put, Luke in 4 minutes of this thing, of a 2.5 hour Ahsoka movie or Thrawn movie shouldn't have 1 minute of Luke.
I mean, do you want to jump to this? Because that ties into that.
Not yet.
But
what? What are you talking about?
Well, because
just don't point at it. You're pointing at me 10 things.
Isn't the first 20 minutes of the Indiana Jones 5
yes,
CGI?
True. But okay, let's. Okay, go ahead. So, what did you think about that?
Well, no, we don't have to. We could.
Let's not do a full-on review.
But I mean, it looked okay.
Yeah.
But that was a longer period of time than Luke's stuff. That was like the first 20, 25 minutes of the movie.
I think there is something about when it goes on long, you start to feel like it is a little CG-ish.
I want to be honest with you. I am 110% agreeing with you.
Okay, thank you.
That they should recast him.
Thank you.
How this is now, I'm going to see from their perspective, the rationale is going to be they don't want to hear people like us bitching, well, you recast him and he doesn't do it. He's not tall like
they gotta make. This is the problem with Disney. They think they can make everyone happy. It's not going to happen. You got to make good, smart, creative, winning decisions based on one thing. Is this best for the character and movie of Star Wars? That's it. And you can't fucking make everyone happy. It's not going to happen. That's a very childlike fucking attitude to have. And this is why they keep having mixed messages. It's, well, we need to CG Luke. Well, but then we can recast Han and fucking Lando? I mean, Han and Lando are fucking iconic. So on one hand, it's, well, we can't possibly recast any new You made a Han Solo fucking movie. You're making a Lando miniseries or movie right now. What are you fucking talking about, dingbat? What does she mean? We're not gonna you're doing it. It's that type of thinking that's limiting Star Wars, because in not recasting Luke, let's be honest, you can't do all the shit that you want to do with an actor. Let's just be real. The fucking Luke cameo in Mando season 2 was wonderful. I never want to take that away. It's spectacular. But now we're talking about the fact that you're putting in 2 big-time shows in Ahsoka and Mando, and technically Book of Boba Fett was there, right? And they're all between episodes 6 and 7. At some point, we're going to be running into Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. We'd be crazy if we weren't. These are important characters. Goddamn, as much as I love Ahsoka and Sabine, they're going to save the whole entire fucking galaxy and not let Luke Skywalker know, hey, guess what? We got a problem, buddy. We can use your help. I just think it's stupid.
I agree.
All right, now look.
I think it's handicapping themselves. Because it's
I think.
Now
it's handicapping themselves for no reason. No one's I think that they feel there's going to be an outcry that isn't going to be there. Yeah, I know. You're going to have a few fucking annoying Star Wars fans on Twitter complaining about it like they complain about everything, right? We're Star Wars fans. We want the goddamn fucking franchise to succeed. So as long as the actor can act and he looks like Mark Hamill, I will be all for it. But they're so petrified now of making decisions because every decision they fear the backlash. Because they've made some shitty decisions.
I feel like that's a decision that someone like the chief creative officer should be making. But
I feel like I should be chief creative officer. How about that?
Well, Dave Filoni is the chief creative.
Well, my name's Dave. All you just scrub the fucking thing. Just put Mickey D on it.
Just put Dave.
Put Darth. I demand to be called Darth David at Lucasfilm. That is going to be my business name, my professional name. If Kathleen Kennedy has a problem with that, she could go sit on a rock.
Okay.
Okay. That actually brings me to another thing before we get into your Indiana Jones 5 review. Mando Season 4. Crazy story here. They're saying it might be reworked as a movie, and it could be a movie that gets released before the Rey movie, making this the first movie that we would see. A Mando Season 4 movie. Jared, thoughts, comments, opinions?
Pressing X to doubt.
This is being reported by mainstream medias. You don't believe it?
I see what they're trying to do. I look at this as it's been a bad year for Disney.
Terrible year. Lost over $1 billion.
Overall, that doesn't actually matter. They care about stock price at the end of the day. They don't actually care about revenue.
Okay.
It's a publicly traded company. All they care about is shareholders, keeping the shareholders.
Yeah, but if you keep losing billions like that, then the fucking stock goes down, baby. When you do shitty business, people aren't going to be, fucking, the stock's not going through the roof. But go ahead.
I think there's a lot of good will with Favreau and Filoni, right?
Yes. What from who? From fans?
From fans.
Yes, I would say that.
From critics.
Yeah. Well, they've done good work.
They've done very good work.
There's no reason to get on them.
So I can see why they'd want to put it out in the movie theater because that'll make $1 billion.
Do you think they pissed off Jon Favreau in any way? That they announced Filoni's getting a movie and Filoni's Mr. Boss Man and Favreau's like, excuse me, I pretty much fucking, if it wasn't for me, I sort of saved Star Wars, folks. Well, and he can make a great argument for that.
Sure.
After the sequel trilogy, the fucking Star Wars Galaxy, the Mando was like the freshest, most, palate cleansing thing anyone had ever seen, and it unified fans. And there's Favreau saying, where's my fucking movie?
If Favreau wanted a movie, I'm sure they'd give it to him.
Well, this is probably, that's my point. What if he said, hey, what the fuck? You guys do know I'm a filmmaker, right?
I'm going to claim
I make
filmmaker.
I make $1 billion movies, and you announce Favreau's getting a movie, and I'm not getting you announce Filoni's getting a movie, and not me? I wouldn't be surprised. There's a little backstage politics right now.
I think Favreau and Filoni are on the same page. They seem
I hope so, but I don't know. I don't know. We heard Dave Filoni was not as present on the set of Mando Season 3 because he was doing Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But that's my point. He's going to keep doing Ahsoka.
And Favreau said he'd keep doing Mando.
Forever.
That's
what he said.
He could change his opinion. People are allowed to change their thoughts. But, he seems to be, in it to win it. And
he is.
And I don't see why he wouldn't. He's kind of gotten a certain age. He's been given a lot of creative license to play in the world's biggest media franchise. I don't see, there really isn't any minuses. And if he wants to do something else, like a one for me, one for you, he can go to Disney and be like, look, I have this idea. I want to do this film. What is Disney going to say? No?
Yeah.
They're going to say, here's $150 million.
A lot of success, this Favreau.
Go make a movie.
So would you want Mando Season 4 to be made into a movie rather than a show?
No.
You would not?
No.
Interesting. And why is that? More episodes?
Yes. More content, more, I was saying this last week, television has surpassed film in
some ways.
In the quality of, we have so many A-list actors going to television. Would you ever think Kurt Russell would do a television series?
Kurt Russell's doing TV?
Yeah, him and Wyatt Russell are doing a Godzilla show on Apple.
I'm out. I was going to sign Kurt Russell up for my new movie that I was making, but I do not cast TV actors in my pictures.
But all these A-list actors are going to television.
No, I know. I mean, Harrison Ford, Kevin Costner on the Yellowstone, Kurt Russell. Absolutely. Listen, Sopranos changed everything. I mean, that's just a fact. Okay, Sopranos made TV cinematic and made it as good. I mean, Sopranos was probably the best thing on television or in movie theaters in 1999. It was fucking fantastic. So after that, the goddamn game changed. It really did. And big time actors said, well, if the show I'm going to be on is like Sopranos, I'll do it. Like that's a fact. But so you don't want to see it.
Or
in other words, you prefer the show.
Yeah, I prefer the show. It gives an opportunity to flesh everything out more.
All right, let's go into...
Especially since we're not... All the new movies, we're not getting, like, a new saga. We're getting a one-shot here, a one-shot there, a one-shot...
Sure shot, like the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
You know? If you can, you Cody, don't stop. If you can, you Cody, don't stop. Remember that one? Yes. Mike D and the Bop, a sure shot. I got the belly boo, I got the booga hoo, I got the hoo. That's a good one, that song. You like that one? What's your favorite Beastie Boys song? Are you a fan?
Sabotage.
Sabotage? Listen all y'all, it's a Sabotage. Are you a fan?
Yes.
Yeah, I am. Did you know that? I'm a big fan. I'm much more of a fan than you are, though, apparently.
Probably.
Just naming fucking big hits. Sounds of Science. That's the best Beastie Boys song of all time. They used not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but something like 7 to 10 Beatles samples. And the good thing was all before sampling, if you use a sample that, like, it got grandfathered in. Otherwise, they would have had to have given the Beatles, like, seriously, $35 billion for one fucking song. I mean, they took everything from Sgt. Pepper's and Abbey Road, and every fucking little sound you hear on that song is somewhere from the Beatles.
The Verve, that Bittersweet Symphony.
They owe the Stones all that money.
They don't make any money off
no,
that song.
That's when it changed. Don't forget Paul's Boutique, where that song came out was, I believe, 89. So it was like no one even fucking knew what the hell a goddamn sample was. And Beastie Boys were just taking like the string section of fucking Sgt. Pepper's, the guitar at the end of, Abbey Road and slicing them together. It was hysterical. All right. Indiana Jones 5 review from Jedi Jared Fishman that we've been waiting for no less than, about 12 weeks.
6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, about there.
You little piece of garbage. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think I might put on my indie hat for this one. Go ahead, Jared. Go ahead, Jedi.
Okay, so, I love Indiana Jones.
You do, buddy?
I do. I love it a lot. I grew up watching Indiana Jones.
Talk to me.
Like we were talking about on Channel 11. In fact, I'm pretty sure like the announcer guy like had an original song like with lyrics to the theme song.
Yeah.
He's like battling bad guys, evil lunatics, and
Yes.
And watching it on USA. Like I grew up watching it on television, right?
Go ahead.
Very sacred to me. I thought it was very meh.
Oh, hot take, Jared. I put on the goddamn indie hat. I have the music playing.
It's very meh.
I was expecting a triumphant review because everyone knows I loved it. I actually just watched it again.
Okay. So
I've now seen it thrice, and I love Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I'm probably gonna rewatch it again next week. But
talk to me.
The first thing is, and I say this all the time, a film like Indy should not be shot in HD.
Why not?
Because...
Well, I mean, HD, yes. You mean 4K?
Yeah.
Right.
I like seeing it cinematic.
Okay.
And I'm so used to it looking like film.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it look like a soap opera. It's too real.
Understood.
It's too crisp.
All right. I mean, I didn't feel that way, but everyone's TV is different. And I have different settings on my television where for like if I don't like that 4K sort of plastic, fake, live to tape type look, which I do understand what you're saying, I can adjust the settings into like
maybe
cinema thing.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. So that is what I did.
Okay.
But I understand.
So the next thing is
the
whole premise of the Indiana Jones series
Yes, sir?
was supposed to be like B kind of cheesy practical effects. Like, I'm a huge Evil Dead fan. Love Evil Dead, love Sam Raimi, love Bruce Campbell, love Robert Taper, love those guys, right?
Yeah.
Evil Dead's, like the first one's, known for shitty special effects. That's the charm.
Yeah, but not necessarily. I know that's what Spielberg and Lucas said. We're going to do it on a cheap, but let's not forget. They utilized ILM from the very first movie. At the end, with the ghosts.
No, I totally
all
get that.
shit.
I totally understand that. However, too much CGI continuously takes it out for me.
Okay, like and what? Where was the CGI? I'm not trying to deny it, but
the
underwater.
I can understand it being underwater, but the scene with the chase scene.
Chase scene.
Too much where they're on the little motorcycle.
Okay. Oh wow. Like okay. I'm not sure how much CGI was in that. I mean, I know that the Harrison Ford face was.
It seemed like there was a lot of CGI.
I don't know about that, Jared. All right, but go ahead.
Even the beginning one.
All right. What about Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
Okay. Well, you know what? First off, I want to say this first. And this is something that kind of took it out for me a little bit. The scene where Sala, right? One of Indy's.
I love Sala. Give him hell, Dr. Jones.
No, but that's the thing I'm talking about. There are certain parts of Indiana Jones movies that give me goosebumps. They're always giving me goosebumps from a kid. In the first one, it's the beginning, and then at the end where he beats the big guy up. Yeah. Right? He gets up and he beats him up. In the second one, it's when Short Round rescues him, and there's that shot where he like punches
all right, but keep
the guy.
It focused on this movie.
No, but I'm saying that was supposed to be the scene in the movie where Sala's giving this like soliloquy about he misses the desert, he misses the sea, he wants to go on one last adventure.
Yes.
And then they cut it for a cheap laugh at the airport. And he goes, "Give him hell, Indiana Jones." And then a car like honks because Indiana Jones is standing in the way.
Oh, that was a little weird.
And I'm like, this is supposed to be the scene that like riles everybody up and like, yeah, we're gonna cheer.
He got
on
beeped.
India.
He got beeped in the middle of the road. Beeped that in the middle of the road.
So they killed this like what's supposed
that
to
was
make
a little weird.
Indiana great.
I won't crucify you on that one. All right, next one. What's your next point? Let's go.
I said last week that now you can't unsee it. This movie was supposed to be passing the torch onto Wombat Shaw.
Yeah, probably.
And everything about that, when they do the flashback scene to when he has the falling out with Toby Jones,
her father,
her phones, you see she's got a little birthmark on her head, right? Yeah. Phoebe Waller-Bridge has a little birthmark on her head. Yeah. Similarly to Harrison Ford's scar.
Yeah. So you feel like
they were setting this up.
Yeah, maybe
for her to pass on the mantle.
They can't not do it. They can't not take male franchises and put them with women. And this is not a sexist thing. Sorry, it's not. It's actually comical at this point. Like, it's funny. Here's the thing. She did not destroy. I love the movie, and she did not destroy it for me.
She didn't destroy it.
She is a little smiley, and there's one scene that I do agree with you that they fucked up. As I've rewatched the movie, there is that great scene. It's actually fantastic, where she's on the plane with Indy and the guy, and she's sort of walking around and sort of figuring out the puzzle, or like he's asking for her help, and she's figuring out the puzzle, and she's that should have been Indy's part. Wombat should not have been the person teaching ancient Greek history. Wombat, at the end of the day, was a thief. Like, I understand that Wombat's dad was a historian and shit like that, but no, that was the wrong. They literally took a speech that was perfect and a scene that was perfect for Indiana Jones, for Harrison Ford, because, again, hold on. He Doesn't need to get physical. Right? He doesn't have to punch anyone. So he's just walking around. He would have just had to walk around a room and be funny. And the problem is they keep doing this. They keep taking these big moments and they say, give it to the lady. And with all due respect, I know they're going to, oh, sex. No, it's not. It's think. Stop fucking around with what you feel like you need to show or who needs to be represented or blah, blah, blah. There can be movies made for men. There can be. Sorry, it's not an insult. There can be movies made for men. There can be movies made for women. Seriously. Seriously. Hold on. You see I'm on a fucking roll here?
Yes.
Harrison Ford is goddamn fucking, he should have been that guy. Wombat is a fucking glorified pickpocket. Why was she the one walking around the plane, talking to the guys, giving them all these fucking archaeological lessons? Wouldn't you have the archaeologist and the longtime teacher be the fucking guy who was literally teaching the Nazis ancient Greek and shit? Again, I love the movie. This isn't me getting worked up and hating the movie. But that part, upon rewatch, has fucking angered me. Because I go, that's a part that was perfect for Indiana Jones. It actually probably would have been one of the best scenes of the movie. Because it would have been classic Indy. He would have been funny, dry, figuring shit out. It would have been perfect Indy if you just take that entire speech and give it to Indiana Jones. But again, sexist Disney, because they're the ones who are sexist. They cannot see men succeed, or they cannot have male franchises anymore. Well, they can't do it. Even though there are so many female franchises, Frozen or whatever. It's okay. It's not. You're not fucking being biased against a group. If you're like, hey, Indiana Jones is kick-ass guy with a fucking whip and a fucking gun who shoots and kills people and whips people and goes after cool shit. Sorry, that's for fucking men. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Stop it. Stop taking away the male shit and putting them onto the fucking ladies. We're sick of it.
Indiana Jones.
Fucking uncreative assholes. We know what you're doing. And it's see-through. And by the way, you stupid assholes, this is why your movies keep failing. Well, this isn't me and Jared. This is everyone. People are sick and tired of taking a fucking guy character and making him into a fucking woman. It's crazy. And now it's officially hacky. It's officially played out. Look, I want to see ladies get all the fucking parts, right? I mean, I want to see them get great parts. But have a fucking original character. Tomb Raider. Have and do something original.
They can't get anything good with that, unfortunately. But
just do it and make it an original character. Don't take characters and say and then fucking handcuff them as they do time and time again. They make the men look like fucking impotent assholes every fucking movie, and the lady saves the day. And maybe people with penises are fucking sick and tired of it, and maybe Bob Iger. There's a lot of people with penises that watch fucking Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Marvel, you fucking idiot, since they were all designed as male franchises. Whether or not this is offensive, I don't care.
Can I continue my review?
Please continue.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little pushback. It's not, Indiana Jones isn't just, it's not for men. It's for everybody. Say it like
that. I know. Look, no, you fucking asshole. No, because you can't put words in my mouth and then not fucking let me retort.
Okay.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's a male franchise. It can be male if something's a male franchise, that can also be enjoyed by everyone.
Yes. Okay.
But you have to understand who your core audience is. Sorry if that's offensive. Dudes are going to prefer Indiana Jones. Sorry, that's a fact. Okay? Jesus.
I think the thing that they're also taking away is that the male lead's usually a very handsome, charismatic guy that the women want to, like, fantasize.
The classic thing of the ladies want to bang him and the guys want to have a beer with him.
Yeah.
And that's the classic shit. And again, you're right. It's not, I am in no way, shape, or form saying these are men-only fucking franchises. Of course, we want everyone included. And of course, we want everyone displayed and portrayed on screen. But do so in an organic fashion without castrating the man. The man who the story is about.
So they totally castrated him. I will say the first 20 minutes.
They castrated Luke Skywalker in episode 8. They castrated fucking Solo in some ways. That's all they do. They go from franchise to franchise. Men suck. Lop their penises off. Put the woman in charge. Maybe people are fucking sick of it, and including women, because I told you that Star Wars women have come up to me and complained about Ahsoka. Said it was underwhelming. We had the Christmas party yesterday, and 3 separate. They said there was too many women in Ahsoka. I shit you not. And by the way, it was a 31-year-old female, a 23-year-old female, and a 28-year-old female. Young women say there's too many chicks in Ahsoka. All 3 of them had this. They kept saying I found the first 4 episodes really boring because it was all chicks, all women. I am telling you, the women want to see men too, and everyone's on to their fucking idea. It's over. Stop it. Stop taking shit and changing it. Every week we gotta say this.
So going back to what you were talking about, the whole that scene where they're solving the puzzle. That right there, again, they're trying to echo parallels. You could see exactly what they were trying to do because remember, this was her father's obsession, right? What was Indy's father's obsession was the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
So that was they're echoing the parallels.
Oh yeah.
She's got a little young sidekick, like a short round, that she's kind of like a parental figure to. You could clearly tell what they were trying to do here. She's on the other side. He's an academic, but she's got a little more, she's a little darker. She's a relic hunter.
She's an edge.
She's a thief.
Yeah. The only thing about that is, Phoebe Waller-Bridge doesn't have that edge to me. Again, the smiling. And she called herself out on it, so I give her credit. She knows her face and probably is aware that she probably saw the movie and goes, oh my God, can I stop it for a second? The smiling, there's nothing edgy about that woman at all. She is like a polite little British flower. Happy, smiley, nice, happy, smiley, little polite, classy, good etiquette British flower. I got no issue with her. She seems like a very nice person. Completely lacking of edge. Everything you just said. Well, she's edgier and darker. And they really miscast this character.
And that, Indy...
They should have went with someone maybe like an Angelina Jolie. Maybe someone with more gravitas. Maybe someone a little bit older. I maintain that while Disney wants to include everyone into this and that, they are an ist. They're ageist. They are seriously ageist. Disney fucking hates anyone over the age of 50 in their movies. Once you hit 50 and above, you're a fucking inept old moron. Congratulations. So for Disney to constantly be the inclusive, nope, you're an ist. You fucking hate old people. You show them in your movies, Star Wars and Indiana Jones, like crap, like shit. You hate them.
Now,
you hate their characters, you hate them, you want old people to fucking die, Disney. That's the truth. I'm on to you.
I didn't like the fact that Antonio Banderas' character died.
Yeah, I liked him.
I
thought for a second he was going to be a traitor, and he was going to give them...
Oh, but they already did that. They did that in the fourth one. With Ray Winstone.
So but at the same time, when he wasn't a traitor, I was happy, but then I was like, but he is going to get up from being shot, right? Oh, no, he's shot. He's dead? Oh, yeah,
I was very disappointed with that.
I was like, that was quick. But so overall, we got to move on.
No, it was very meh, and...
Wow. Shocking, because I liked it. But now you've gotten me mad because of that whole airplane scene.
I want to like it, and then there was that other thing with the CIA agent.
We got to move on. Oh my God! Don't even. What you mean the lady?
I didn't get, like, what was her point?
Yeah, well, that's why go watch the movie again, because that becomes a little clearer. But you're right. Her point is still a little fuzzy. Who exactly? What the fuck was she doing?
I didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the last thing I want to say
Come on, we gotta move on from this stuff. Seriously,
nothing's
we got
going.
like 5 stories here, dude.
I understand it. Nothing's going to beat riding off into the sunset with your family, like your best friend, the closest guy you've got to an uncle, and your dad. Nothing's ever gonna beat that.
That was the perfect ending.
That was the perfect ending.
They couldn't top that.
Even him getting married. And the focus, I don't get the focus on the hat.
Please, we must go on. You cannot go into fucking Crystal Skull reviews now.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm just saying that,
just give us the goddamn your Ebert. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Oh, you fucking asshole. First of all, this is a podcast. There are some people are just listening to.
I said it's mid. It's mid.
He put the thumb sideways, folks. He didn't put it up or down. He put it sideways. I'm having to explain to the podcast listeners. Well, I said it's mid. So rather than the YouTube watchers.
The podcast listeners will know when I said it's mid.
The podcast listeners, that we love them so much. So I like the movie, but now you've gotten me mad, and I might watch it again and hate it.
I don't want to hate it. I really didn't want to hate it. I wanted to like it.
You're going to actually watch it a second time, end up liking it. I'm going to watch it a fourth time, end up hating it, because now Phoebe Waller-Bridge has driven me crazy. All right, hold on. Tom Cody is letting everyone know StarWars.com right now has an excellent toy sale going on. It's called Gift the Galaxy. All kinds of new toys, including prequel characters and some fantastic action figures. And I want to thank Tom Cody for that. But I'm saying that because I myself just got a wonderful Christmas present in Secret Santa, Jared. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
So that was from the Rat Secret Santa?
No!
Oh.
I did two. We did two.
Oh.
We did 2 Secret Santas. Wait, what the hell did I? Okay.
Oh, yours is always liquor with the rat. That's right.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this, folks.
Whoa.
Look at this. Yep, you got it. It's the Falcon. It's the vintage.
That is very classic.
The absolute vintage Falcon. Look at this. Look at this thing. How gorgeous is this? This is the vintage Falcon there. You can pick up the cockpit if you want to put Han and Chewie in there. See, the best thing about this Falcon was how operational it is.
Oh, wow.
You pick up the freaking thing, and you got the thing. You can even put Luke
in there.
In the gun chair. And see when he goes in the gun chair?
Yeah.
You can shoot and shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got all this fucking cool-ass shit.
I'm guessing there's supposed to be a handle on the bottom, so you could go like...
You can look. It's got the little ramp.
I guess you could use that.
Yeah, you can use that. Very cool shit here. I love this.
Super cool. If I was a kid,
oh, that's my son. But he. I'll hold on 1 second.
Are we having a Sith Stanley appearance?
Why is it coming out of the Bluetooth?
I don't know. Is it still joined?
Hi, can I call you back on my? We're recording Yaddle Chattle.
Hi, Stanley.
Sis Stanley on the air. Say hello to everyone. Hi. Okay, that was great. We'll talk to you in just a bit.
Bye, Stanley.
But I also want to show you the box here. Look at this box. You want this as a Christmas present?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay. You should hold on to that. That's super cool.
I know. I just offered it to you, but you said no dice.
So no, keep that in the box.
Fuck off.
What's in the box?
Fuck off. Look at this. Is that? Think about that.
That is super cool.
Yeah, I think the box is like fucking just as cool as the goddamn fucking Falcon itself. I mean, I love the fucking box.
Yeah.
So it's so this is Return of the Jedi Falcon. So this must have been like 83, I guess. 82, 83. But,
wow.
Yeah, that's fucking great. This thing, I've been playing with it. This thing, I've been just... fucking the cockpit just fell off. I've been flying this shit around in my house. It's been that's been a treat. I gotta tell you, straight up. So
I'm sure
that's been good. So I gotta say thank you to my brother. He was the one who threw that there into Secret Santa. Disturbance of the Force, fun. That's what I'll say. It's $9.99 on Apple TV. I watched it after Yaddle Chattle just last week. as I said I would. And I really enjoyed it. Seth Green was there. Gilbert Gottfried was really funny. The comedians were really good. But it was just a fun special. You do get to see a little bit of the Donnie and Marie Christmas special, and Star Wars Christmas special. And I actually thought Donny Osmond, who appears in the movie, and I thought Donny Osmond was really great. He was kind of like humble and was like, yeah, it's really fucking dated and goofy. And while everyone else kind of makes fun of us, I'm like, you know what? I kind of like it. Like, he's like, it's kind of weird and goofy and strange and trippy. Now, I do think the Donnie and Marie Star Wars came off a little better. It was like a little bit more coherent, but the Star Wars thing, man, fucking A. I mean, first of all, you know, I didn't realize how much, you know, George put actual fucking innovative shit in that. They pointed out years before fucking virtual reality, one of the Wookiees puts the fucking headset on, and it's a virtual reality situation. I mean, we're talking decades before that was a thing. Now, the only issue was, it was Grandpa Wookiee, and he literally put on basically, it was like a
clown,
porn. No, it was a woman. It was a disco woman. I forgot who the singer was, but she was essentially trying to get him off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So it's really disgusting. It's kind of like virtual reality Wookiee human porn.
Wasn't there one with the kid, Lumpy?
And there's another one, Lumpy had an iPad.
And it was like jugglers. It was like clown stuff.
No, I don't know. I'm saying they technologically wise, there was an iPad. Overall, it's very much worth it. A Disturbance in the Force, $9.99 on Apple is all I paid for it, and it's a real fun watch. I'm going to watch it again a couple times when I get into my Star Wars docs mood. I always like my Star Wars docs. I like to have a selection of them.
What is your favorite Star Wars doc?
All right, slide to the right. You're going more and more progressively to the left. Just like your politics, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I
used to be super right at center.
You were?
Yeah, I was raised in a very conservative household.
Please, this is Yaddle Chattle. We don't discuss modern day politics here.
We're not.
Okay.
We're discussing politics of the 90s.
Best documentary?
Your favorite, not best.
The
favorite.
ILM. Now, really, the ILM is the thing that does it for me. And I guess you could say, no, the first 2 episodes of that, no, it's very Star Wars intensive. Right? Does that count?
Yeah, well...
It doesn't count?
No, it does count because without
If it doesn't count, The Empire of Dreams, it's readily available on fucking Disney Plus. It was the one from 20 years ago where it's a documentary basically of the original trilogy. And it's really good. Empire of Dreams.
I'm a big fan of the people versus George Lucas.
You like that?
Yes. Because it actually, I used to be one of those, very, Lucas doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with his own franchise and stuff like that. But at the end, they actually, offer a defense. And they're like, it made a lot of sense to me. And it softened me up a bit. And having done Yaddle Chattle and having seen the sequel trilogy, I'm like, fuck it. George was 100% right. He just needed someone to write the dialogue.
Yeah, no. The prequel trilogy is good. I've been saying it for years. I mean, everyone knows this now.
It needs 1 or 2 more drafts.
It's grown
each
well.
Movie.
I know, but it's also grown well. It's grown well.
Yes.
It's aged well.
Well, I think that's actually with the help of Dave Filoni as he's,
With the Clone Wars?
With the Clone Wars and now with Ahsoka and Hayden Christensen and now Natalie Portman's like, maybe I can come back now too because everyone used to think Hayden Christensen sucked and it probably hurt his career.
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
Really hasn't done
didn't
much.
Suck. He didn't suck. That was always unfair. Never sucked. Never sucked. In fact, it was good. I love Hayden Christensen. I think he's great. Okay. Finally, Star Wars cage match, and then we get the hell out of here. Let's go.
Okay.
I hope you were prepared this week. Seems like last week you were not prepared.
I was not prepared. I thought we were moving on from that.
I keep telling you, just because we forgot to do it for several weeks doesn't mean we're moving on.
Okay.
Because I like to hear what your matches are going to be. See, it's just as much about me hearing who you're going to match up. That's what I like about it. Okay. Now let's get to the cage match before I have to kill you.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Let's do... Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Let's do Ahsoka
Ahsoka
versus Alea Sakura.
Ahsoka versus
Alea Sakura, the one with the green one. She was the green Jedi with the tendrils.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's all over the prequel trilogy.
Right. Green, just like like a.
Or you know what?
Like
I'll make it.
Ahsoka lady?
I'll make it easier. Ahsoka versus Kit Fisto. He's the green guy with the dreadlocks.
Oh my god! Look, Ahsoka's gonna beat both of these fucking losers. They're fucking two normal, random, dorky Jedi who got fucking decapitated during Order 66. Oh, Ahsoka survived. What the hell's the matter with you? Give me Ahsoka for the win. Horrendous cage match this week. You look, go home. Come up with 3 cage matches. Bring one of them to the show next week. I can obviously tell, and so can the Yaddle heads, that you're making up these cage matches on the fly. You're not taking your job seriously. Tom Cody gave 3 things of show prep. I brought in 6. And the Millennium Falcon. You had a cage match, and you done fucked it up.
I did the indie review.
Oh, yeah. The indie review, which got me hot under the collar, and I wasn't even expecting it. Because I actually like Indiana Jones 5. I really like the movie. I gotta tell you. But now I'm starting to get pissed off at that airplane scene. The second viewing was perfect. I should have retired. The third viewing, I still really loved it, but that was when the airplane scene bothered me. I'm like, why is it Indiana Jones doing this?
I wanted to be like, I don't know why people didn't were cold
No, but it's
about
good. Yeah, I think it's good though. I like it. I like the movie.
I think it had a lot of problems, and one of it was they had to rewrite the ending.
All right, well, real quick. Listen, we got a minute and a half. The whole point of the Indiana Jones 5 is because of James Mangold. Does this make you nervous about Mangold's movie where he's supposed to be doing 25,000 years in the past? Let's go. You're on the button. We got a minute and a half.
No, because it's up to him to make it up.
What?
And now he's got to answer to Filoni.
So you're not nervous?
I'm not nervous
After
at all.
your mid-review of Indiana Jones 5, you still feel good about Mangold?
There was 4 screenwriters on that movie.
All right, well, did you like it visually?
Like I said, CGI takes it out for me, and the 4K.
Well, then, Jared, it doesn't sound like you should want Mangold. You're calling it mid, and you didn't like it visually?
Well, no. I think he'll be fine with a Star Wars film. Because I liked Logan, and I liked the Wolverine. I do like his body of work.
Okay, fair. All right, that's fair. Well, listen, what day are we in Hanukkah right now?
The last day.
That's what I was thinking. So a happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah last day to you, sir.
Thank you. We're going to keep the Han in Hanukkah.
God bless you. Me, I'm looking forward to Christmas.
Me too.
If I've got the Falcon, I want a little fucking X-Wing or maybe a TIE Fighter. Shoot something down with it, you know what I mean?
You heard him, fans.
That was not me asking any of you wonderful Yaddle heads for anything. I don't need anything material. I just need your love and support. I'm a very needy Sith. He's Jedi Jared. I'm Darth David. Good night, everybody.